Hey, this is Joe, calling live from Electro McWheelie Pants out in my garage. No, I sold my Jetta today. I said goodbye to my car of 13 years, and I actually sold it to the guy. If you watch the reveal video on my main channel, Kareem, one of the guys that came with us to pick up the car, I sold it to him. Actually, he now has he has my old Jetta. He called me up one day. I was literally I took it that morning to get detailed and washed and everything. I spent a little bit of money and cleaned it up, and I was going to take it that day to CarMax. So I went back home. I was just kind of like doing a few things before I went over there, and Kareem called me, and he was actually asking about something totally different, had nothing to do with anything, and we got started talking about the car, and I mentioned that I was selling my Jetta, and he asked what I was offering for it, and I told him, and he was like, well, I'll buy it from you. I'm going, what? Turns out he has two kids, and his only car is a two-seater, so he just kind of needed something to drive the kids around in, and yeah, so he took my car. And yeah, he picked it up today, so I gave him the whole run through and watched my car drive away. I saw those red taillights fading into the distance, so that was kind of sad. I get sentimental about things sometimes, and I was definitely sentimental about that car. It had been with me for a very long time, but it's in good hands, and I can go visit it. So that was really cool. I was thrilled when he offered to buy it. I would much rather, give it to somebody I know and trust. But anyway. On that note, since I was able to sell it, I decided I was going to use a little bit of that money to upgrade the charging situation over here. Several people in the video where I revealed how I had it plugged in and how I have it charged said that it was probably a fire hazard because it was going through an extension cable. The fact is, I just had to get it on some kind of an extension to get it back to where the charge port is. So I found the thickest gauge extension that I could find for that reason. I didn't want to cause a problem. But no, I had an electrician come out today, actually, and he took a look at it. That was the first thing I asked. I was like, is this a dangerous situation? He was like, well, the fire department probably wouldn't like it or something like that. He said, but if that's the only way to charge your car, that's what you got. So we took a look, and he opened up the breaker box. We were going to basically put in a 220 volt outlet, just like you would plug your dryer into, right back there, right where it needs to go. And yeah, I think at that point the car should charge at I want to say 30 miles per hour. You get 30 miles of charge per hour of charging. I could be off about that. It might be more like 15 or 20, but either way, I'm getting 5 miles per hour right now, and honestly, it's working okay. Like, I come home and I plug it in. I haven't even been charging it overnight just to be safe because of the electrical cord thing, and it's been fine. I'm fully charged right now. I could go probably a week like this unless I take a drive or whatever. But no, so I mean, I'm happy with that. It'll be good. I'm excited. I'll have a little setup right back there. And yeah, happy. But that's the situation. I just thought I would do a little thing about that. And I was thinking about 13 years with that other car. If I had this car for that long, I would be getting rid of this car in like 2031. That doesn't even sound like a real year. It's like so far in the future, and I really wonder, as much as our transportation infrastructure is changing, and the way people are talking about with autonomy happening and ride sharing and whatnot, could this be my very last car? Could this be the last car I ever own, because owning cars just stops kind of being a thing people do at a certain point? I don't think we ever thought that we would get rid of our DVD collections, but here we are now. Like, I'm kind of going through and slowly buying all the stuff that all of my films that I love watching. I've been buying them and getting them on, iTunes and Amazon and places like that. Maybe cars are going to go that same sort of route, Maybe that becomes something you don't really own anymore. You just kind of hop in one and it drives you around. Who knows? I mean, a lot of people are predicting that. So that's a weird thought. I mean, especially after I said goodbye to my car today, the thought that this might be the last car. I mean, I don't know. But that's just me thinking. But I'll leave you with that. Hope you guys are doing all right. I should should have some kind of video out tomorrow. I know it's kind of late right now, but anyway, catch you guys later.